Hello, welcome to Check It Out with Rich. I'm in the process of doing 3 different projects right now, so let me show you the one I'm working on now. There's an outlet up under here. It's tied into the GFI breaker. There are 8 outlets on that GFI breaker. There is another non-GFI breaker that operates the rest of the plugs. But on here, on this breaker, you have this plug. You have the 2 at the stove, 1 at the island, 1 outside here on a slide, 1 in the bathroom, and both plugs in the basement. We went camping, it was a little bit cold, so we put a little heater on top of the island here. And you had to watch, if you ran the toaster, she ran her blow dryer, you tripped the breaker. So what I'm going to do, there's 2 open breakers in the breaker panel. Plus you also have your dryer and your washer. We'll never have a washer and a dryer, so that's 2 other options for isolated breakers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put an outlet here. As far as I can tell, there's nothing in here. Your vent pipes, there's a, let's see, there's a stud there and there's a stud. Your vent pipes are coming up through here. So as far as I can tell, there's nothing coming up. I'm going to cut a little hole here just to confirm. I can't fish my wire down through and then into the basement and then up. The ductwork's there for the basement. So I'm going to cut a hole here and see what we got. If worst comes to worst, I will abort. Alright, I got the hole cut. There's a board in there that I just missed. I don't know what it's for. It's kind of loose. I don't know. Here, let me show you. I don't know how well you can see. But let me get a little closer. Yeah, there's a board right here. It's kind of loose. I don't know if it's for backing for the drawers or what. But it's a little less than 4 inches. So I'm going to make my cut up above about 5 inches out. We should be good. I don't see anything else in there. Filled around. Yeah, I don't see anything in there. So, alright, let me get the hole measured out for the receptacle. We'll get that cut. Okay, as you can see, I have the hole cut here. So I should be able to fish the wire down through there. I do have a pull string there just in case. But I'm running 14 gauge wire. I went through all my breakers, and my breakers didn't match all the labels. So I relabeled everything. I got to email Alliance to find out which circuit should be on a 20 amp. There's 4 20 amp down there, and right now the way it is, I have 1 open. So I want to find out from them which circuit should be on a 20. Go ahead, maybe move those wires around. And then if I have to, I may in the future, if I don't have a 20 amp breaker down here, I may change them out and then change this wiring out so I can run a 20 amp up here. But for right now we're doing 15 amp, it's 14 gauge wire, 20 gauge, you want a 12 gauge wire. And if I do that, I'm going to put a industrial or residential plug in instead of these because it'll be more amperage. So I really don't trust these, but that's what I have right now. So let's see if we get this down. And look, that board is up here and it's still loose. I don't know what it's for. It must be backing for something. Look, she came right through. Okay, I'm just going to run this wire over and then take it down in between the drawers. And I will leave extra wire here You can always cut it off. You can't stretch it. Let me get this done up here. I do believe I will end up upgrading to 20 amp later. But I want to find out from Alliance what breakers are supposed to be with what circuits. Okay, as you can see, this is not an RV plug. This is residential. We've got a residential box here. A little change of plans. After messing with that RV receptacle, there's no way I was using that thing. And so I changed the wiring to 12 gauge wire. Went to Lowe's, got a box, got a receptacle. They actually had black. I was really surprised. But Alliance got back to me. I contacted Alliance about the breakers, and they got back to me, and pretty much just what I figured. Anything on a 12 gauge wire gets hooked up to a 20 amp breaker. Now I am actually, from the factory, I'm actually short one 20 amp breaker. So, and I'm going to need another one for this plug. So I ordered one from Amazon. Should be in tomorrow. So I'm actually going to do a separate video just on changing out a breaker on these panels. So I think this will work better. I was planning on doing it anyway, putting in a 20 amp circuit. But this way, it's done. And then I want to add one to the island also, next to the one that's there. And when I do, I'll have to order another. I'll have to order another 20 amp breaker. I will leave a link in the description for the breakers. The one I ordered is a double 20 amp, so that'll get me even with what I have now. But like I said, when I go to add the one in the island, I'll need another 20 amp. Now I also have the washer and dryer. We'll never have a washer and dryer. So actually one of those I can use. But for right now, we'll just leave them hooked up. I may keep one in the bedroom, just in case we want to put a electric heater in there. That'll be a dedicated circuit just for it. Yeah, Alliance got back to me pretty quick. I originally talked to Leslie, and she didn't know enough about the circuits, and then Carter Cantrell got back to me about the circuits. And what he said was anything yellow was 12 gauge, white was 14, and there was also a green, and the green's 14 also, and that's actually what's going to all the outlets in here. And the box I got from Lowe's was just deep enough to fit in here. I was kind of worried about that. But I'll have to put maybe a wire mold box on so it'll stick out from the wall, but worked out good. Now there is a top and bottom to this. Got it on backwards. Yes, this will be so much nicer. She can plug in the coffee pot here. She has an Instapot, and we won't worry about blowing a breaker then. And then when I get one on the island, which John from Tires on a Road ran 12 volt power under there, and he said it's not that bad. Now he removed his island, but he said to take off the bottom panel in the sink, under the sink, and so it wasn't a bad pull. So, all right, that's done. All I have left to do, I secured the wire under here. I just got to label the panel, and that's it. So, all right, easy job. Thanks for checking it out. We'll see you all next time. Bye.